Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I hope you're doing really well. So today I thought I would take you through 10 extremely popular fragrances that I personally think are worth all of the hype. Some are niche, some are designer. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, I'd love it if you would subscribe, hit the bell, come and follow me over on Instagram and TikTok, and let's get straight into this. Okay, I'm gonna start off with the most obvious one, I feel, and that is Maison Francis Kurkdjian Baccarat Rouge 540. Everyone and their mother knows this fragrance, and I personally think it is for such good reason. This fragrance was just groundbreaking when it launched. It was like nothing we had ever smelled before. Obviously, lots of brands have come out with dupes of this now, but I don't think any of the dupes really live up to the original Baccarat. They just don't have that special quality. It just smells so refined, but it's sweet. It's got that caramelized sugar quality to it, but it's also very light and airy. It projects massively. It leaves the most amazing scent trail wherever you go, and it's just, I don't know, there's something very special about this fragrance. And even though so many people wear this now, it still makes me feel special when I wear it, and I also think that this is amazing for layering as well. Moving on to YSL Libre. This is one that again is so popular and for good reason. This is such a classy fragrance. It smells like a boss woman. Everybody says that about this fragrance, and I just really think it's true. It's a very sort of fresh floral. It's got orange blossom, jasmine, but it's got like a citrusy touch in there. It's got some muskiness, and it's just gorgeous. It's got some lavender in there as well, which adds an interesting touch. And I think this is amazing for spring and summer, or if you just live in a warmer climate. It's so versatile. You could wear it to work, but you could also wear it to go to a party on an evening. I love the florals in here. I just think that it's composed really well, and it's one that I would definitely recommend for using in the warmer weather. Next, moving on to Valentino Donna Born in Roma. This one is particularly popular on TikTok. I see so many people talking about this on TikTok, and I can completely see why. I get the hype. However, I've got to say, a lot of people describe this in a way that I do not understand at all. A lot of people focus on the bourbon vanilla note in here, and they say that it smells boozy, and it doesn't smell boozy. This fragrance is not a boozy fragrance by any stretch of the imagination. I can only imagine that these people are fixating on the bourbon part of the bourbon vanilla and assuming that it means alcohol. It doesn't. Bourbon vanilla is just vanilla that comes from a certain area. It comes from the islands in the Indian Ocean, and it's just rich, it's creamy, and it smells amazing. This fragrance opens up with this gorgeous blackcurrant note. It's got jasmine in here, and it's got that lovely creamy vanilla. It's sweet, it's fresh, it's fruity, and I think this is perfect for daytime. It's very, very feminine, and I love the sweetness in here because it's quite sweet without being overpowering. But yeah, just the way that I hear this being described is just not the way that it smells. I think that people who review fragrances on TikTok, no shade, honestly no shade, because if you love fragrances, you love fragrances, and you have your right to speak about them however you want. But just the way I see some people like describing fragrances, I'm like, what? And also I do feel like people copy each other on TikTok a lot, like a lot. So once someone says something, it just, everyone starts saying it, and it's just a bit, I don't know. It's a bit of a weird one, TikTok. I love it, and I also think it's just full of people talking crap as well. But anyway, I do think that this fragrance is 100% worth the hype. I think that it's a gorgeous, girly, sweet fragrance, perfect for day to day. Next up is a fragrance that will forever hold a special place in my heart, and it is Viktor and Rolf Flower Bomb. This fragrance is one that I wore for like a good few years. About I don't know, like 8-9 years ago, this was a fragrance that I just wore all the time on every night out, and it smells like me, but a completely different version of me, like me in a completely different time of my life, and it is so nostalgic to me. I've recently started wearing it again and it just makes me happy when I wear it. It's such an amazing fragrance. I feel like so many of us have worn this fragrance over the years and can associate memories with this fragrance. It is a gorgeous flower bomb, but it's got some sweetness. It's got orchid, it's got jasmine, rose, freesia. It's got this gorgeous tea note, which I feel makes this fragrance, like, this is sweet, but it's not overly sweet. It's still got a little bit of class to it, and it's got a patchouli note in there, but it doesn't come through too strongly at all, because I'm not a massive patchouli fan, but this is just a gorgeous one. I feel like it is so worth all of the hype. Yes, it's extremely popular, but it's extremely popular for a good reason. Leave me a comment down below and let me know if this was your signature scent at any point of your life. Moving on to Carolina Herrera Good Girl, the shoe perfume. This is a fragrance that I think is worth every single bit of hype that it gets. This is so seductive. It's got so many notes in here as well. It's really well rounded. It's got a mix of white florals in there. It's also got cacao, it's got vanilla, it's got like some fruity touches, and I think that this is gorgeous for a date. Everyone says that men love this fragrance, and it's true, they really do. I think it's seductive, it's sexy, but it's also classy, and it's got this gorgeous creaminess to it, which I adore. I adore this fragrance. Next we have another MFK. This is Gentle Fluidity Gold. This is so popular online in the fragrance community, and for good reason. It is just amazing. I know so many people wear this as their signature scent, and it's absolutely beautiful. MFK as a brand is just amazing. They have so many fragrances that are on another level, and this is just a beautiful, light, airy, ethereal vanilla fragrance. There's some juniper berries in here. It's just gorgeous. It's got like this spicy quality. There's some nutmeg. It's warm. It's just beautiful. It's sweet, but it's very sort of, I find this very feminine, and I find it very sort of grown up, but she's sexy and she's seductive, but she's not trying too hard. And I love this fragrance, especially for during the day in spring and summer. If you like sweet fragrances like I do, and you want one that is going to work really well in slightly warmer weather, this is one that does. Next up is Givenchy L'Interdit Rouge. This is one that is particularly popular in the fragrance community. I think this is more popular than the original L'Interdit, to be honest, or any of the other variations, and I love this scent. I wore this all throughout autumn and winter. It's a gorgeous, warm, vanillic tuberose scent, and it's got this beautiful blood orange note in there. It's got a hint of spice from some ginger. It's very kind of seductive, but also easy to wear. Like in the winter, in the colder months, I wear this daytime or nighttime, and I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. I can completely see why this is so popular. It's amazing, and it lasts forever on your skin. Honestly, there was a day in the winter time last year when I oversprayed this, and I didn't even put that much on. I think I put maybe like 8 sprays on, and I was choking myself out. I was sitting in the car and it was just too much for me. You only really need a little bit of this on and it will last you all day. It projects really well. It's such a great fragrance. Next up is Jean Paul Gaultier La Belle. This one is like everyone on TikTok's go-to for a date night, and it is a super sexy fragrance. This is pear, vanilla. It's got a lovely vetiver note in there, which gives it some freshness. It's really sweet and juicy, and to me, this is one that works in warmer weather as well. There's some floral notes in here. It is one that draws the men in. I do feel like men tend to enjoy sweet fragrances on women. That's just my personal experience, and I've heard that from a lot of people as well. I love this. This is one that I just want to sniff the bottle. It smells so good, and you can wear this daytime or nighttime as well. Replica Jazz Club. This is worth all of the hype. This to me smells like, it smells like a gentleman's club. It's got some citrus in there. It's got tobacco. It has a gorgeous booziness to it. It does kind of invoke a sort of vision of being in like a cocktail bar or a jazz club, and I think it's absolutely gorgeous. So gorgeous. And this is a tobacco-y sweet fragrance that you can wear during the summer as well. I don't find this to be too heavy for an evening. This would be too much in the warmth for during the day, but on an evening, amazing. Next up, of course we have Delina. Of course we do. She had to be in the lineup. This fragrance is so popular. Everybody in the fragrance community wears this fragrance. It is a gorgeous mix of rose, peony. It's fresh. It's got a little bit of a powderiness to it. It's musky, and it's a fresh fragrance that works all year round. It's amazing, and it's so easy to wear. It's so feminine, and I find that this is one that draws the men in as well. I do think that men seem to enjoy very feminine fragrances on women, and this is one that is tried and tested by yours truly. They love a bit of it. It's absolutely gorgeous. Such a beautiful fragrance. I would love to know, guys, are there any extremely popular fragrances that you absolutely love, that you think are totally worth the hype, that I didn't mention in this video? If there are, let me know down below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a cheeky little thumbs up if you did, and hopefully I'll catch you in my next one. Bye guys.